I have always pushed for big transformative changes, from hardcore training sessions to deep meditative states, but recently I found that the smallest, simplest steps have actually been the thing that have brought me closer to a better life. So today I'm sharing 7 tiny habits that have drastically improved my mental health, my productivity, and just overall happiness. By the way, stick around to the end because while the last one is the quickest, I think it's really helped me. A couple months ago, I started kicking off my morning with 1 to 2 upbeat songs, and let me tell you, it actually makes the rest of my day better. When you can start with energy, with a positive vibe, even when you don't feel it, by something as simple as music, it can make the rest of your day a lot easier. It also helps my mind not get off to the races right from the get-go and can actually slow it down and almost meditate without having to meditate. I also put it on whenever I'm stressed. It helps me focus or can't focus. I'll just turn on one song and it'll make all the difference. If you want my morning playlist, I'll leave a link down below. Intentional eating. As I've really focused in on trying to slow down my life and actually be present for it and enjoy it, I realized there's a lot of things that happen in my life that just happen and I totally miss them. My morning coffee, I didn't even realize what it tasted like, what type of coffee I was drinking. I wasn't even taking 1 second. Did I like this? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? Look at the beautiful steam rising. It was all just a rush to move from one thing to the next to the next. So I've been trying to use a few simple rules when eating to actually bring presence back into my life on a regular basis throughout the day. The first thing is just focusing on the flavors, asking, do I enjoy this flavor? Just doing that actually helped me realize how many times I was just eating out of boredom. The other thing that's been super hard for me is actually putting down my spoon or my fork in between bites. I've always just eaten as fast as I possibly can. I'm always the first one done. So consciously eating slower, putting down my spoon in between every bite, savoring the flavors, not just looking at every experience that I have as a race to move on to the next thing, but actually enjoying it has made 3 times a day a lot more calm. But calm isn't always easy to come by, and that's where the next habit comes in. Schedule self-care time. Have you ever noticed that we seem to never have time in our lives, and yet when we get sick for 2 days or we have to go to the dentist, somehow time just magically appears? Well, a couple months ago, I realized that I was going to the gym less, I was reading less, I was doing less sports, I didn't even have time to go outside. So I've been practicing scheduling in self-care, like a dentist appointment, like a sick day, actually putting things that make me healthier and happier and enjoy my life more on my calendar. Even though they're not work, even though I don't get paid for them, I am trying to literally schedule them into my life like it's an appointment that I can't miss. And since then, I've gotten healthier, my stress has gone down. It seems little, but if you don't control your life, somebody else will. Practicing gratitude. Now, before we get into this, I don't like the way this sounds. It's like affirmations or something like that, but this month has been really rough for me. We had a second child. I've had a lot of work stuff going on. I think we all get those times where we just feel overwhelmed, and something that's really been helping me deal with that is just taking time at the end of the night when I'm praying is just listing the things that I am thankful for, because we can get caught up in the problems, the things that are going wrong, the stresses, the bad luck. A lot of times I don't focus on the fact that, I'm healthy. I have a room over my head. I get to do something that I love every single day, which is, make these videos. I get to have a second child and they do cry for me and not, hate me. So while that doesn't make everything easier, when you can reframe things into a positive light like that, and I've been doing it every night as I'm falling asleep, it's really, been helping me. It's small, but almost as much as this next one. Exposure to sunlight and also grounding have been 2 really small things that make me feel a lot more awake and energetic throughout the day. Specifically in the morning, I will try to look out at the sunrise, or when it's not absolutely freezing, actually go outside and get sunlight on my body first thing in the morning. Exposure to sunlight has a bunch of different benefits, but for me, it mostly just makes me feel awake in the morning and gives me more energy as I start off my day. Another thing I try to do every day is ground, which is pretty much just go outside in bare feet. I don't understand the science behind this, but I think I feel better. So pretty much in the summer, I go barefoot or I wear barefoot sandals or barefoot shoes. Since I've started doing this, my feet have gotten a lot tougher. Again, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know the exact benefits. I just know that I feel better when I do this personally. It really helps me just having another sense and be able to feel the ground, be able to, connect a little bit more. Body weight squats. I've realized that I absolutely hate cardio. However, I'm also woefully out of shape when it comes to my cardio. If I'm gonna skip a day at the gym, it's generally leg day. So I saw a video a month ago about doing body weight squats every day. And since I saw that video, I have been been doing 1 to 3 sets of at least 10 to 15 bodyweight squats every single day. And since then, I can say my cardio has improved. It gets my heart rate going. My legs feel stronger. And since my legs have started feeling stronger, I feel like I have more energy. I don't know. I just like the way that that feels to have strong legs. So I know this is like a kind of weird off the wall one, but doing bodyweight squats every single day and then occasionally doing like a set of 50 or a set of 100 has really improved my cardio and like the overall way that I feel. It only takes like under a minute a few times a day.
Something extreme. This habit is kind of fluid and takes different forms, but for me, almost every day I do something that is hard, whether that's taking a cold shower, currently inside of a sauna, still warming up, but it's 150 degrees. I usually get it to like 170, 180. I also have a cold plunge. So pretty much every day I will try to do one of these things because I realize that when I do something hard, whatever that hard thing is, even if it's reading a book, whatever is hard for you, the rest of my day, it makes other hard things in my life easier because I'm like training my brain to not mind hard things. So for me, the biggest things I feel benefits from are extreme heat, which I can only do this sauna for, 10 to 15 minutes. So I guess it's not like a small habit, or a cold plunge, which only takes a few minutes. I'll leave a link to the ones that I'm using down below, but if you don't have either of these, then you can also just do a cold shower or even just cold water on your face. Anything hard that I can do to kind of reset myself makes the whole rest of my day just a lot easier.
The 0.5 rule. So I was actually recommended this one by a friend a couple of months ago, and I gotta say, I am never going back. So the 0.5 rule means it's kind of a dumb name for something that takes like half a second to do, and that is namely to take magnesium before bed. Turns out most people are deficient in magnesium, and magnesium actually has a ton of health benefits. It can help reduce stress, improve your sleeping, can even improve symptoms of anxiety and depression. There's a lot of good benefits, but turns out a lot of the magnesium you get is like garbage. Your body can't actually absorb it. So you actually got to be careful which one you get. I've been using one called Magnesium Breakthrough. It's got 7 different types of magnesium inside of it. I'm not an expert on anything. This is just the one that from some research I have liked the best. I'll leave a link to it down below. I'm on my 3rd bottle right now, and I've been doing it for about 3 months. And I really think it has helped me sleep better. If you can find little things that literally make you feel better, whether that's this or something else, absolutely try it. So if I can take half a second a couple times a day and have something that literally helps me sleep better, I just feel so much better the rest of the day. So hope you guys got some value out of this. What are your micro habits? Let me know down below, and I'll see you next week.